My name is Brendan Smith. I am the Brewing Sailor, and this is another Hangover free review. Let's get into it. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Hangover Free Reviews. I am your host, the Brewing Sailor, Brendan Smith. And whether you're trying to live a sober lifestyle or just trying to cut back on your booze a little bit, you've come to the right place because this is the show that helps you moderate your booze, not your brews. Before we get started tonight, take a second and like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that red button and turn it gray, and ring the notification bell to let YouTube know you want to see my videos when they drop. I really do appreciate it. It very much does help the channel. And I want to thank all of my subscribers currently, as we just hit the 200 subscriber mark and kind of blew past it right to 202 today. So thank you so much. We are going to have another contest. If we reach 250 subscribers before December 15th, then we will give away a $50 Proof No More gift certificate. So if you're watching this channel and you like non-alcoholic beer, we're going to give you a chance to win some free beer. Also, if you get us to 300 subscribers before December 15th, I'm going to kick in an extra $25 and make that a $75 gift card. So let's dive into today's review. We're looking at the Black Butte Porter from Deschutes. Now, this is a really interesting one because it's one of those beers where we have a fully leaded version of the same beer. So for me, and this is a beer I've drank quite a bit when I was drinking fully leaded beer. So I really have an idea of what this beer should taste like, not just the BJCP Style guidelines for it. And as I mentioned that, let's give a refresher to those who don't remember, or if you're new to the channel, as I've got a lot of new subscribers. We review beers here according to the BJCP Style guidelines. That is the Beer Judge Certification Program. And each style of beer has its own set of guidelines for judging, because we don't want to judge IPAs against stouts or, blondes versus fruited sours. It's just not going to work. You want to judge like beer versus like beer, so there's a level playing field. Today, we're going to be using BJCP Style 20A. That's the American Porter. If you're interested in these style guidelines, I'll have the link in the description below. You can look it up and read it for yourself. So let's dive into the review. Let's get this beer poured up. And we're going to pour down the center. I usually don't pour down the center, but we're going to pour down the center just to get a nice big thick head onto it in order to release all of those aromas. This is a very aromatic dark beer. It's got a touch of roast, lots of chocolate, maybe a little bit of toffee, and then also I'm getting some fruity esters. So I know I said it's an American porter, but it wouldn't surprise me if they're using an English ale yeast, as I'm getting some dark cherry notes to it. It's really nice aroma for this style of beer, very robust for a porter. We're going to give it 9.5 out of 12. As far as the appearance goes, well, you can see there, I'll pour a little bit more now that we're past the aroma stage. But as you can see there, it's got a very nice jet black appearance. It's very opaque. You can't really see through that. It's got a beautiful tan off-white head. Very thick and persistent, and it leaves nice lacing on the glass, so that's always good. So it's going to get 3 out of 3 on appearance. Let's see how the beer tastes. It's very flavorful. The first notes I get are the chocolate and toffee. And as it rolls across the middle of my tongue, I start getting those dark fruit notes, dark cherries. But at the end, it all gets washed away at the last moment by some nice bitter roastiness to it that lingers without being offensive. So you get all those flavors, but nothing overly sweet left behind. It finishes really clean. It's really nice. We're going to give that, let's say, 16.25 out of 20. For mouthfeel, it's got a great mouthfeel. It's medium heavy. You won't even go far as to say heavy for a non-alcoholic beer. It's got a nice medium carb, but it's a soft carb, not an overly effervescent one. It's very smooth, very luxurious mouthfeel. So we're going to give that 5 out of 5. As I noticed that I didn't actually write 5 out of 5 on my notes, but yes, I'm giving it that score. Overall, like I said, I've drank, in my day drinking fully leaded beers, I drank a lot of porters and stouts. And I've had this one quite a few times. And this really rivals Guinness Zero for being a near perfect version of a fully leaded beer, or a near perfect non-alcoholic version of the fully leaded version. And it might be just a little bit better on the mouthfeel than Guinness, because I always tell people with the Guinness Zero, if you like Guinness, you'll like Guinness Zero. It tastes like Guinness, only thinner. This has a slightly better mouthfeel than Guinness NA or Guinness Zero, whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna give it a score to reflect that. Overall, we're gonna give it a score of 9.1 out of 10. That's gonna give Black Butte a total score of 42.85 out of 50. So that's a fabulous score. It's in the excellent range. It's almost in that world-class range. Really, really great beer. As far as my personal observations go, it's the best mass-produced NA Porter of Stout I've tried so far. Now I've scored some other stats higher. Like I believe I scored Double Chocolate Dark higher from Woodland Farms, but that's a seasonal. That's not a mass produced. That's something that's a small batch. So when I'm talking mass produced, I'm talking Guinness. I'm talking Athletic All Out Black. Or some other. Certainly beats any of the Bravas ones I've had. So any of the mass produced stuff that you can get on the shelves of the store, this is by far the best mass produced NA Porter or Stout I've had. Where's it going to fall on my personal scale? Well, you've heard me sing glowingly about it, so you're probably thinking it's going to regular rotation beer. And for those who aren't familiar with my scale, it's the top is regular rotation, then will buy again, then would drink it again, but I'm not going to run out to get it. I'm okay never having it again, or drain pour. For me, this is going to be, surprisingly, is going to be a will buy again. I know I've just talked it up and said it's a great beer, and it is. I just don't drink as many porters and stouts as I used to. When I first got into craft beer, if it was anything lighter than an Irish red, I didn't want to drink it. So I used to be big into reds, browns, porter, stouts. Now I gravitate more towards Pilsners, other German lagers, crispy boys, pale ales, IPAs. So I don't drink as many porters and stouts as I used to. I still enjoy them on occasion, however. And when I do, I would happily grab this. It's very good. It's very consistent. It's readily available. It's reasonably priced. And the quality is excellent. So when I'm in that mood for a dark beer, I would happily reach for a Deschutes. And if you're a Deschutes fan and you're want more NA from them, well, more is coming. They recently were so pleased with the results of this beer that they brewed in conjunction with Sustainable Beer Technologies. I believe I'm getting the name of that right. Let me look it up real quick. Well, it's SBT. It's I believe it's Sustainable Brewing Technologies, maybe. But they have a process called Bruvo, and it's also used by Best Day Brewing, actually, and a few others. But they've brought this in-house, this technology, they've brought it in-house to Deschutes. And while I haven't specifically said it, I'm expecting to see other NA variants of their core brands, like, say, Mirror Pond Pale Ale. So hopefully we'll see a lot more from Deschutes in the coming years. That would be fantastic. I would love to see more NA from Deschutes. I'm a big fan of them from back when I was drinking fully leaded beer. So bring it on, Deschutes. We're here for it. This was absolutely delicious. Definitely buy it again. And, well, I think that's where we'll leave it tonight, because that's about all I have for you. So remember to like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please do leave a comment before you go. We love your comments. We love your feedback. It really helps me kind of guide the direction of the show and lets me know whether I'm doing a good job or a bad job. So thank you, everybody, for everything. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We got to get to 250 so I can give you some free beer. Sláinte.